Good morning, this is Sean Schwanner again here with Hope Works, and I was very excited to get my first video out yesterday. There may have been some mistakes, but I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for getting off the ground, standing up, walking forward to a greener day, a greener way, and living through hope. It's not just hope. Hope's not enough to make everything happen. Hope's enough to get you grounded and put your feet on the ground so that you can stand up. Without hope, all is lost. What are you going to do if you don't have it? But if you do have it, and everything else is gone, you can always build from it. So as long as you have hope, there's some place for you to go. Here's the issue that we have. In the current system where education doesn't focus on our own gifts, on our natural talents, on our propensity to achieve, often our education is designed to focus on the content of a textbook, to listen to what the teacher has to say, rather than digging down inside as to who we are. The most important gift that we have is that we have a dream that was bestowed upon us by God that nobody can take away. We own that. It was given to us for a reason, not to somebody else. And so often we lose track, we lose direction of where we're supposed to go, and then we live in a pandemic, and during a pandemic we get locked inside and we can't leave, or quarantined. Maybe we can go to the grocery store, and in the meantime we get caught up in Netflix, which is fine. We get caught up in Hulu, and we get caught up in streaming and Roku and all these different things, but we don't spend this time necessarily trying to see how we can better ourselves. So where does it all start? Well, as some of you know, I was raised, I called her Mama Green, and Mama Green always taught me, never let anyone take your personality away. You own that. It belongs to you. For you to get to your dreams and your achievement, you've got to see it. And only you can see it the way you see it, and you have to believe it. But the thing that was always so important to her, it wasn't just about believing it, because you can't achieve it, but the missing ingredient is, how do you plan it? You see, so often we say, if you can see it, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. But the missing ingredient for 95% of the population is, if you can see it, you believe it, and you plan it, then you can execute it and then achieve it. That's a big difference. And so a lot of you know I have fallen on the ground many times. I've had my ups, I've had my downs, I've been abused. My mother tried to whack me when I was, 2, and again when I was 15. I overcame that. We grew up with humble beginnings. I overcame that. I grew up on the east side of Toledo and ended up having a great education and achieved quite a bit. I've had a great career as a professor. I love it. I love my 20,000 students that I've had, the 400 or 500 classes that I've taught. But the one thing that I've learned is that without a vision, you have nothing. So if you have hope, your key ingredient to finding success and getting your wheels out of this mud called the coronavirus 19, the key is to have a vision. Because even before this thing hit, people were already stuck because artificial intelligence and robotics were changing the labor force as we know it, and we didn't have a vision of who we were. We didn't have a vision of where we wanted to go. Without a vision, you can't achieve much of anything because, as my advisor Len Jordan used to tell me at Denison University, he used to say, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. If you know where you're going, only a few roads will take you there. Well, if you don't have a vision, then you don't have anywhere to go. The wind will blow you around, and in the turbulence of today and what's coming forth, you're going to be basically subject to the institutional forces that are going to shape your life. So if you spend some time just saying, who am I? What am I? What is my greatness? What do I want to share with this planet? What do I want to be remembered for when I pass away? Because that's inevitable. We're all going to pass away. What do I want to be remembered for? When you clearly carve out what the vision is, and you clearly see it, and you believe it, then you plan on how to make it happen, which I'm doing now. You're watching it in action. I'm ascending. My life, the book I'm writing currently is called Ascend, and I am in the process of ascending. So we're going to walk through this together. And then you can achieve it. You see, the vision is the first step in developing your action plan. It's dynamic. It's alive. It is not something that just sits there in writing. It's not something that sits there in your imagination. It is something that will drive you. It helped me overcome my struggles. When I was struggling and I was down and out and bouncing around from home to home, I never lost the vision. I never lost the fact that I had a personality that belonged to me that no one could take. With a vision, you can always stand up in the darkest day. With hope, you can always build and know that there's a better way. And I will just share with you this. We can all ascend. More hope tomorrow. Have a great day.